Well, hello, Midlife Love Mastery members. I'm your coach, Jonathan Asley, and I'm so excited to be doing another Facebook Live. It's a special edition of a morning cup of Jonathan because today is Saturday. And while I typically don't shoot videos on Saturday, there was a post yesterday that I wanted to honor and get some resolution to it sooner rather than waiting till Monday. So let me just take a quick sip. And I want to read it to you because this is a follow-up to a previous post that Janine wrote about, and it says, hey all, this will take me about a minute to read, everyone. So it says, hey all, several items here. Following up on my breakup with the man who lives 75 miles away, who ended our relationship to follow his calling to build a healing center. You may recall. I posted about my distress a few weeks ago. I've struggled quite a bit. After a succinct text telling me that he will always love me, but that he just needed to do this, he pretty much ghosted me. Only once after receiving my closure text did he send a short, friendly text saying he would call me that night. Felt it was important that we talk. He never called and never texted back again. I followed up, but got nothing back. Very painful. Why did he do this? Also, a month has gone by now. I feel unresolved. The whole how it happened was so painful, and he would not allow me to process of my working through it with him. I started to write a letter to the U.S. mail, thinking it would help me find peace. I have written several drafts, wanting to be real and wanting to make sure it's true. Doing this for me because unless I feel resolution, it could become an emotional energy block inside of me. It needs to pass through, but it's been close to 5 weeks now. I know he has moved on with the focus of his project. I have needs, but I'm feeling a little foolish. Any thoughts on this? A man's perspective would be helpful too, Jonathan. Sending blessings to you all. Janine, or maybe you pronounce it differently. I apologize if I mispronounced your name, because it might be pronounced differently. Anyway, first off, I'm sorry that you're going through any pain. There is nothing worse than feeling the emotional connection to another human being who's chosen not to want to be in a relationship with you. So first, my heart goes out to you, and I'm sending you a big, gigantic Jonathan Bear hug right now. And I encourage you to get support from those who love you with a lot of bear hugs. So there's two pieces I want to cover here. It's his piece and your piece, because after going through the Hoffman process, and if you want to Google it, it's called the Hoffman Institute, I can tell you that people's actions are reflective of their patterning that they learned as children. What I mean to say is their negative patterns and beliefs that were adopted to them by the parents that raised them. So chances are, and plus our life experiences on top of that. So his behavior, while being insensitive to you, is a direct reflection of whatever pain he's going through in his life. I can't really know what's going on in his life, but I don't look at him as being this perfect human being. I see him as a flawed human being who has probably made a gazillion mistakes in his life, just like I'm sure you've done the same thing. And whatever injustice he's done to you, believe me, his inner peace, most likely, and again, I can't say this for certain, is in chaos. It's in distress, because he could have acted a bit more gentlemanly like, and I'm just saying he could have, but he didn't. And I can tell you why. Most likely, he's got so much shit going on in his inner world here and here, that it caused him not to be, I don't want to say in integrity, because I don't know this man's integrity, but wasn't in accordance with being kind to you by giving you closure, or at least by saying, hey, let's talk, and then pulling back. So that's that one piece. That's the Hoffman Institute. Now I'm going to look at this from A Course in Miracles perspective, because A Course in Miracles perspective would say, hey, look, nobody can fuck with my chi. I am such a complete human being. My self-love is so strong that no matter what happens with this other person, I know I'm going to be okay. I know I have inner peace. This person's actions can't affect my feelings about myself. And so I'd really like to invite you to go deeper, because what's really coming up, because we can look at his piece, but that's, there's nothing you can do about this idea of closure. What can he say to you that will make you feel better? And does it really matter that he says these things to you? Because truthfully, another person can't really affect how you feel. Only you can choose how to feel about what has happened. I'm not trying to be insensitive here, because I just want to say this. This is about your perspective. This post has nothing to do about him. I mean, he's choosing to do a healing ceremony. He's doing that. So fine. Let's talk about your feelings and what's really coming up for you outside of him. What attack thoughts are you saying to yourself? How is your own self-betrayal over this situation coming up? And if you don't have any, then start journaling this. And I invite you to really start digging deep within what's coming up for you without the words about him. Because what if you never get closure? Does that mean your life is going to be, is your life over? No, you're not. Life's over. You have beautiful friends, you have family, you've got so much going for you. And I don't even know you, and I know this to be true. So your life's not over if you don't get closure. The suffering the suffering you have is, you can get to make that choice. How long do you want to suffer over this? And here's the thing, as I shared in the video yesterday, how long do you want to be on the crucifixion? How do you want to be on the cross and suffering? And as I said before, atonement is really doing the inner work to say, I love myself so, that's what it is. It's saying, I love myself so much that no one else can fuck with my chi. Not even me. And that's the work right now. And it's hard work. It is like, roll up your sleeves and dig deep and do the inner work. And if you need help, read the Course in Miracles. If you need help, read Return to Love, Untethered Soul, just to name a few. This is all about your journey. Don't let someone else occupy space in your heart or in your mind to give you closure, when you could do this simply at the snap of the finger, saying, I'm done, I'm going to move on, this is my life. Set that intention, and then start, every time you fall back into that, and this is the big piece that you have to learn, is forgiveness within yourself and for him. Forgiveness. That's the way you're going to get through this. That is how you get closure. Forgiveness for yourself, for any sins you may have incurred upon yourself, and any infraction on him, because it's really irrelevant what he's done. But just forgive him, because he's a human being that's hurting too. Not hurting regarding you, he's just hurting in life. And forget, and then step into gratitude, because if you really want to heal this, if you really want to heal, forgiveness, and then be grateful for all the beautiful blessings in your life, and just sit in that gratitude, sit in that gratitude, sit in that gratitude, because that's the antidote. Have compassion for all human beings, for we are all flawed. Forgive, and then gratitude. It's a choice. It's the red pill or the blue pill. You make the choice. Do you want suffering, or do you want inner peace? This is hard work. It's not going to be easy, and it's going to take you a few months, and you're going to revert back a lot, and you just keep coming back to forgiveness. All right. You get the gist of where I'm going. I want to thank you so much. I see that you're on the call, so please post your comments on how you feel about this. All of you, please post your comments about what I shared. As always, if you find value in this group, please, please, please send your friends to my website at jonathanaslay.com. Have them click the button Group Coaching to join Midlife Love Mastery. And I want to send you off with a big, gigantic Jonathan Bear hug, if I have your consent. Wishing you a super duper wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.